Okay, so now we are making scalloped potatoes, and my dogs may knock the camera. I apologize for that in advance. Okay, so in here I have 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and to that I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. No, this is potato starch, sorry. I'm using potato starch instead of cornstarch this time. You want to get that all nicely mixed and creamed together. Now I do have my burner on just to get this going here. Okay, so that's all mixed up. Okay, now in here I have 1 3/4 cup or 1 pint jar of turkey stock. You can use chicken, you can use vegetable. It works with all of them. I've used all of them. 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, and yes, it does work with vegan mayonnaise. I have done it in the past. And salt and chili powder. You can use pepper if you like. You just mix this right in there. Pour on in. Mix this up until it starts to thicken. Now I might need to make a second batch of this. I don't know, because I do got a fair bit of potatoes I'm doing. So I still got to make that decision when I pour this over the potatoes. I have a feeling I'm going to have to make a second batch. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to leave this to do its thing for a few minutes, and we're going to go and start setting up the pan for the scalloped potatoes, so we'll be right back. Alright, so while that is on the stove doing its thing, I have a casserole dish here, and I'm hoping you guys can see. I kind of got weird lighting today. Okay, so here I've got, well, about the equivalent of 5 large potatoes. It was about 10 medium small potatoes, and I have 2 small onions here diced up. And I'm just going to do the same thing most people do. Layer and layer this all up. Get some potatoes down. Good handful of onions. Now we really like the onions in this, so that's why there's a lot of onions. You can even leave them out if you want. It's just personally, it's a preference thing, right? Another layer of onion. Get a layer, another layer of potato. Oh, I got the water coming now. Let's drain the rest of that water off. So I did this earlier today, peeled and washed and chopped these up, so. Oh, time to stir. Okay, so now let's put that last little bit of onion on here. Gosh, these are going to be so good. Okay, so now we want to pour that sauce over this. Oh, I need to make sure you guys can see. Okay, bring you over a little closer here. I need oven mitts. Okay. I got a feeling I'm going to need to make up another batch of this. I don't think this is going to be enough for these potatoes. Nope. Oh, so close though. So close. Okay. So, I'm going to make up another batch of that, because you want it to be just like, you know, normal scalloped potatoes. You want it to be covering everything. So, I'm going to make up another batch, but this will go in the oven at 325 for about 2 hours, or you could do it, you know, whatever temperature you really want to do it at. Just until, you know, it's cooked, fork tender. Same way with any regular one. But I'll bring you guys back, and so you guys can see this when it's out of the oven. It's so delicious. Oh, and you do sprinkle it with a little bit of paprika. I also add a little bit of garlic on top of mine too. But yes, so I'll bring you back when this is done. Okay, so I figured I'd bring you back so you can see how full you want this to be. Okay. So I got the second batch made up here. I'm just going to pour this over. Oh, it is going to take all of it. Alright. Need a spatula. Okay. See guys, no cream soup. You don't need cream soups to make this. Although, that always was really good. Can honestly say that's probably one thing I miss, but not really. Because after you try these, and look, oh my gosh guys, pantry meal. Pantry meal, total pantry meal right here. I didn't even realize it. Look at that. I could have made this for my pantry challenge. Okay, so we got paprika, because even if you had dehydrated potatoes, it would work too. Dehydrated potatoes, dehydrated onion. That would be delicious. Okay, so we got the paprika on there. And like I said, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of garlic powder on there just because I didn't put any garlic in the cream sauce, which you could if you wanted. So, but yes, that's how easy it is, guys. But for me, this isn't going to go in the oven for another hour and a half. But I like having this stuff kind of pre-done, so that way when it's time, it just goes in the oven. So, that's that. So I'll bring you back when this bad boy is all cooked. And here are the scalloped potatoes. Let's see if I can... Yeah. Look at that. Ooh. I put my fork in the sink. But let me see if I can find another one. Oh, and this will thicken up, make a nice sauce. Oh, you want to let this sit for at least 15 minutes, just like any other scalloped potato. But oh, doesn't it look good? I can't wait for dinner. So I hope you guys like. You can see you don't have to use cream of soup to make scalloped potatoes. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon.